Well, hello, fluid art people. I apologize for looking rough. Since my videos are painting videos and I'm a very messy painter, you know, if I was doing like a talking head video where I was sitting here telling you about something or other and just more conversational, I would make myself look a little bit more presentable. But since for most of the video you're not even looking at me, you're just looking at the canvas, it seems like more effort than I have time for right now, especially since I'm a brand new channel and I'm next to no audience. Let me get you down on the canvas. Zoom it out. Maybe up a little more. That might be good. Okay, so today's painting is pretty experimental. As you can see, I've already got a painting here. And I'm not going to completely pour over it, but I am going to attempt to do a partial cloud pour over the top of it. And first I've got to decide which part I want to pour over, because I didn't think that through. This is really for practice, because in my #1 video, that painting that I did in that video, I like the colors, but I'm not happy with the composition. So that's kind of what I'm wanting to do with it, because I only want to do a partial cloud pour, and I don't want it to be like solid new pour across the top third or whatever. I want it to be kind of strips. I have no idea how to do that. I've never seen a video of anybody doing that. That doesn't mean they don't exist. So I'm totally going out on a limb here. And because of that is a gallery wrap canvas. And this is just a fairly inexpensive canvas that I ordered from Amazon, I believe. I would rather mess this one up than that one. I think I want to do it across here, because I really like these cells here. In my mixes for today, I'm not going to be able to give you an exact mix on the colors. The cloud pour mix is 1 part paint, and by paint I mean Artist Loft's Flow Acrylic, 2 parts Floetrol, 1 part GAC 800, and a half a part of the Deco Art Satin Enamels. And for my other paints, they're mixed 3 parts Australian Floetrol to 1 part paint, with the exception of the Prussian blue, which is a golden fluid, so it has no body. So it has a little more American Floetrol and a little less paint. All the colors have some American Floetrol added to them as well, just to get them up to the same consistency as this, because 2 of the colors were already mixed that I used on a cloud swipe. And that cloud swipe, it was just 3 parts Floetrol and 1 part paint. But when I did the consistency test, they were way outrunning the white, so I had to thicken them up, and I used American Floetrol to do it. So, yeah, no water in any of these. Just didn't even mess with it. And I'm not messing with water very much anymore, mainly because I want to say because you have to figure out how much to use. You can't just do it by measurement, but really that's kind of true with anything from paint to paint. You know, how much you have to add may vary to get your consistency. So I'm not really sure why I haven't been messing with water. And I'm not going to say I won't mess with water. And just for this recipe, for one thing, water wouldn't have done what I needed it to do, because I needed to thicken paints, not thin paints. So my colors, for sure, are Prussian blue and dark waters. And I've also got a cerulean blue. The dark waters and cerulean blue are both Color Art Poly Pour, and I've got a cat meowing at me. What do you want, Patches? So they're real shimmery, but I actually mixed the cerulean by accident. It's meaning to mix the dark waters, not paying attention to which bottle I was grabbing. So I don't know that I'm going to use it. I'm kind of doubting it because it's really, other than being sparkly and having a green color shift, it's pretty close to the Prussian blue, which I could use it instead of the Prussian blue, but I don't want to have two shimmery, semi-transparent colors and only the white for a solid color. I'm not sure why. And now all I gotta do is come up with a plan on how I'm going to do this. I've never seen anybody do a cloud pour where they like lay out their colors and lay out the white and tilt it around. So I'm thinking that's probably not the way. I don't want to swipe this one in part because I'm not using the recipe I've swiped with before. So I don't even know how well that would work. So I guess I'm going to try to do a controlled dirty pour, probably multiple controlled dirty pours across, and see if I can tilt them back and forth enough to get the cloud effect out of them without covering the whole entire top third of the canvas. And I'm reaching here, and I know I'm reaching, but you know, this is new for me, so I don't know. Now my paint's not going to come out. I just mixed it today. What the heck? Maybe I don't have the bottle open enough. There we go. So I'm going to try not to use a bunch of the white. I'm going to try to mostly use the blue, and that's, if I don't end up having enough Prussian because I don't have a full bottle of it, then I might substitute the cerulean and parts of it. And I think I'm going to go up high first because I'm not sure how low I want to go with this yet. I'm going to try maybe dribbling it slowly across and hoping I can come back across. Go back and forth. Try to get the white over the whole line. It looks like that was fairly successful. Look at me trying new things. Trailblazing. Yeah, we don't know how this is gonna work yet. Shouldn't get too excited. It is I don't think it's gonna have quite the effect I want. It's not gonna be as thin of an area as I would like, and it's gonna make me stretch it up and down as well as side to side, I can tell. If it's gonna make me stretch it up and down, I'd like it to go off the top. Alright, we're going to try again. I'm going to try a little less paint if I can. I do like the color combination of the dark waters and the Prussian blue where they come together. That's looks pretty neat and a little more. Come on, what is wrong with you? I was just using you. Now you're going to be all crazy? Nice. So this is probably going to be a little more paint than I wanted it to be. But I'm just going to pour that right along here. I don't want to get too close to that top edge because I don't want to tilt the cloudy part off this time. And I honestly am thinking I'm probably not going to get away with this, as in this is probably not going to even close to turn out the way I want it to. But we shall see. Can you guys see me tilting? I don't know how good the sound of this is going to be either, because I was going to use my earbuds, but apparently I left them at the office yesterday, so that's not possible. And I don't know where my old lavalier mic is. I haven't used a mic in ages. I mean, I've been recording my voiceovers with my earbuds. I want to purchase a mic, but I'm having trouble finding one that I feel like would be a really good fit, because I want one that can go on an arm to come off. And you know what? I should probably... I hope that's better for you. I just didn't even think about the lights, but an arm to come off that bar. I've got the camera mounted on, and to kind of come out towards me but be out of camera view. But I also need one that is compatible with hooking up to a camera, and looking at microphones can be kind of tricky, because there are microphones that are compatible with cell phones, there are microphones that are compatible with cameras, there are microphones that are compatible with both, and there are microphones that are compatible with computers. There are probably microphones that are compatible with computers and phones, but I don't think there's many, if any, that are compatible with all three. And a lot of the mics that I know will fit on those stands are like the Blue Yeti. And the Blue Yeti has a USB hookup. It's made to hook up to a computer. I know because I have one. Well, I don't have any way to hook it up to my camera. If there's a way to hook it up to my camera, and if it will actually work, and you know that, please drop a comment and tell me. But so basically, I'm trying to decide what microphone I want to get, and I'm debating on getting a wireless lavalier. But my concern about a lavalier is I don't want it showing, which I guess shouldn't be a concern for all the larger portion. I'm actually in camera on these videos, so I may just not worry about it. But I do know when you tuck them away under your shirt or whatever, you have to kind of pin them down in some fashion, protect them from fabric rubbing across them, or you'll get interference in your audio. So that's my concern with the lavalier. This is kind of cool, but it doesn't really bend like I want it to. And I didn't really want to cover this part up. I have no idea how that's going to work out. Are you supposed to blow on a cloud pour? Probably not. Look, it's a Dutch cloud pour. It is making kind of a cool pattern. I don't know if I'll even end up posting this, y'all. I'm just messing around. I have no idea what I'm doing. Luckily, I have the next 2 weeks videos figured out. So if I don't come up with something postable this week, it's always next week. Although I'd prefer to have more of a buffer than that because sometimes life happens. Well, I know I can do Dutch pours with a straw now. But I don't know how to make this blend in, so this looks like it should be part of this. And that was one of my concerns, and part of the reason why I'm doing it on this canvas. Oh my goodness, guys, it's tasty out in this garage tonight. One of the reasons I'm doing it on this canvas instead of the gallery wrap, because that gallery wrap is, yeah, it's gonna have to work sooner or later. And I mean, I could leave it the way it is and it would be okay. I don't hate it. I love the colors. Just don't really love the shape. And I'm trying to figure out how to fix it. So, if I can make this one be something I like, maybe. And I have a feeling that's not going to turn out well. Then I could possibly make that one be something I like by doing the same thing. I just have to figure out what that is. And if anybody that already pours and has some experience, oh, actually, I do kind of like that effect, has some ideas or suggestions that they would like to share with me, or would be willing to share with me. Well, I did like that effect. I would be ever so grateful, because I just want to make that particular painting into something I like. Now, I like it over on the right because to me that really looks like a cloud. But over on the left, where it's blending so much with the blue, I'm not super excited about it. So I'm just going to let it run over more and see where we end up. That's not horrible.
Oh, you're not recording?
No, I am recording. And that fan's been running the whole time.
Ruh-roh. You can work with that.
How?
Magics.
Not cool. I'm not Harry Potter, I'm just saying. See, this part here looks great. It looks like a cloud. Why does the rest of it not want to look like a cloud? And don't tell me because it doesn't want to look like a cloud, because that much I know.
Is that a tornado?
You're hilarious.
What am I looking at? You're asking me what?
See, they don't really look like it's one painting.
Yeah. We got girly stuff here. Wait. Huh. It could be the ocean. It could be pink sky, sun rising or sun setting. With some clouds coming in.
I do actually like it better that way.
You're welcome.
The idea is for this kind of looks like water, and that up there kind of looks like sea foam. And I was actually kind of trying to figure out how to make that effect. I'm going to see if I can blow it out a little more with a straw and make it look even more like, you know, like a crest of a wave. Now, I should have already done that if I wanted to do it. It's not wanting to move. I am going to call this one good. I'm not sure if I want to try it on the big one or not yet. I mean, it's the reason why it worked on this one is because, as Alex pointed out, this kind of looks like a sunsetty sky, or you know, sky at sunrise or sunset with, you know, just different colors running through it and whatnot. So this can be the sky and this can be the water. The colors I used on the other one aren't so, they don't look like sunrise or sunset colors. So I'm not going to be able to get away with it. I think this one is done. Close my paint bottles up, and then I will get you down with my side camera and get you a close up. See, that kind of suggests wave foam. If I thought about blowing on it with a straw sooner, it would look more like it. It's nice and sparkly, so that kind of fits in with water, huh? That is that dark waters. You have probably heard me mention it in at least one or two other videos, how much I love that color. I've got to get me an 8-ounce bottle of it now that it's available, because I'm going to go through my second 2 ounces fast. I know I am. I'm so glad they made it available in 8 ounces. Just to give you a look, because I didn't do a video of this one. I recorded one, but the view was so bad, and if you've seen some of my other videos, the view isn't great. But I got out of camera view so much in this one that it wasn't even worth posting. Some of the other ones I almost didn't post either, but I wanted to get the channel up and going before I talk myself out of it, because I am one of those people that will do that. You know, wait for it to be perfect and wait for it to be perfect, and it never gets perfect enough, and then not do it at all. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch. If you would be so kind to leave a like, dislike, comment, subscribe to my channel, any or all of the above, any of those helps move the channel forward. I'm a very tiny channel. Everybody have a wonderful night, and I will see you next week.